Welcome to Project ZEPHYR Group 2. This is the relay, ESC, and motor component test for the propulsion subsystem. Completion of this test works toward verifying system requirements 4 to 6. Here we can see the hardware setup for testing the D2N relay. 4 LEDs have been placed on the output pins of the relay, so that we can see when the relay switches. These LEDs are being powered by the Turnkey 3.7 volt battery in the bottom right. The ZEPHYR FlightMax 7.4 volt battery is being regulated down to 5 volts using the DESW050 regulator. The output of this regulator is connected to the relay's activation pins through a push button switch. The multimeter on the left is being used to measure the current drawn by the relay when it is being operated. Here we can see that when the push button is pressed to activate the relay, the upper LEDs are illuminated and the bottom ones turn off. Also, we can see that the current is about 30 milliamps. When the switch is released, the LEDs go back to their original state.
Here we have phase 2 of test 2, where we'll be testing the 3A micro ESC and seeing if that is able to control the speed of the APO2 brushless micro motor. The setup we have here is we have a single cell 160 mAh LiPo battery, which is connected to the ESC through this ribbon cable, and you'll see that there's a third wire on this cable, which is connecting through this orange lead to a pin on the Arduino, which will be providing a PWM signal, which will vary the speed of the ESC, which will control the motor. Now, before ESC can be operated, its maximum and minimum throttle ranges must be set. So, to do this, we currently have the PWM signal coming from the Arduino, which represents the full throttle position. So if we connect the battery while it's in this position, we should hear a single beep. So that beep there is saying that it has recognized the full throttle position. And now if we press enter on the keyboard, you should have heard 3 tones there, which signals that it has now recognized the low throttle position on the ESC. So now the ESC is ready for operation. So now if we increase the throttle from 0% to 100% in increments of 10%, just to see if the ESC is able to control the motor.
The motor is now spinning at full speed. If we continue to press enter, it will decrease back to 0.
So there we have it. The 3A micro ESC is able to control the speed of the APO2 brushless micro motor.
All components worked according to their specifications and are now ready for integration and further testing to satisfy requirements 4 to 6.